All right, we just finished some inclines. We are gonna do incline barbells. Let me be clear. We're gonna do some dumbbells. I'm gonna show you guys what is best suited for you on the incline dumbbells. Also, you guys need to comment below if you want to see the full video. All right, I want to hear from you guys. As much as I put out and stuff like that, I would really like to put out what you guys want to hear and see. So make sure also to comment below on what you want me to talk about. Right? So the range of motion right now, what are you working?
So I'm kind of do the opposite as you, where like I just practice the skill and the movement on the bench press first, because powerlifting is kind of my priorities. That movement basis first. Now it's about challenging muscles for me, right? Like a lot of powerlifters get redundant in movements. Like they bench and then they incline bench and then they barbell bench and then they floor press and they do all these variations of bench. It's like that's the skill, that's the expression of everything else. So practice that expression. Now it's like just put on muscle, right? So now where you were really challenging the muscle, going in that like extra thoracic extension with the roll, like with a foam block behind your T-spine. Now for me, like I like this angle because this is for me and like my shape and size and organ insertion. This helps me challenge the greatest amount of fibers in my pec major. We get sold this doctrine that like incline bench, upper chest. Well, the upper chest is just the clavicular fibers of your pec major, right? So your medial 2/3 of your clavicle is sort of covered by these fibers that go upward. The rest of your pec major attaches onto your sternum. So it's like I want to recruit the greatest amount. I've met people who at decline press recruits their upper pec. Right? So it's like it's all about looking at like okay, what's the depth of his rib cage, what's the angle of the sternum, what's like the origin point of that pec, the insertion point of that pec on the humerus, and then when we're challenging through that range based off the angle, what muscles are we actually using, right? So it's like flat is mid pec, decline is lower. It's like yeah, maybe. I mean, for most professional bodybuilders, that's the case. So they all sort of the same size and shape, right? They're all like 5'6", 260, and it's like. If you walked into the gym when you were 16 years old with a kid who ended up being a professional bodybuilder and you trained exactly his way, you'd end up with trash shoulders and bird pecs.
Yeah, that's great.
Right? So that's like individual differences in what we'll call morphology, which is like fancy word for size and shape, like how your bones are put together, is going to dictate based off of like the intent of the exercise, how you orient yourself to the exercise, make you fit the exercise, not the exercise fit you, right? Because gravity just pulls. It's not biased. You got to arrange yourself and your muscles in between the weight and the center of the earth in a way that challenges muscles.
I hope you guys are getting all this because this is basically dessert to me. It's an interesting. Obviously, I know she's right by me. See, if you guys don't notice, Striker's right down, and he's keeping an eye on her. I love that. For me to have the discussion with somebody fully comprehends the aspect of everything we're doing. It's a pleasure for me. So I love that you're here today and love that you drove down today. And I'm excited because I love this stuff because how he's breaking this down for you guys. He does it in a much better analytical way than I do. So again, suck all this up, understand the changes, height, size, and all that. Come on. I know this is my note. And look at the legs. Look at the solidness of the legs. Foot placement. Solid down. Set. Boom. Something that absolutely is annoying to me, and I think you won't see this with a powerlifter, or actually you won't see this with an old school powerlifter as much as you'll see this with bodybuilders and stuff, but the relaxation of the entire body. If you're going to attempt something heavier, you know what I mean? I see guys come in and listen, if you're getting ready for a powerlifting meet, then everything, be in that freaking position. But if you guys come in, I get it, you're doing incline, so it's a chest exercise, but everything comes from that ground, that energy. And you guys are like little flounders, as we call them in wrestling. We call you flounders. You're just flopping around. Your feet aren't planted. Your ass is not planted. Everything is that force through the whole body, and then it's released out through the movement of the chest.
Yeah, position of the feet is going to dictate the angle in which you leg drive into the bench, and that's Newton's third law, right? Like equal and opposite forces. So it's not just equal and opposite forces; it's in opposing direction.
He just did say Newton's law. So.
Yeah. Well,
again, he's going to keep doing this to you this whole week, which I love. But again, it's everything we're doing is energy.
Right. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know. It's not overcomplicating it. It's the requisite amount of complication it deserves. Like if my feet, for this exercise, notice where I was on the flat bench. Notice where my feet were. Notice where they are here. It's like I want to leg drive my upper back into this bench at the inverse angle of the way that dumbbell is going to travel. Right? So I want the greatest amount of counter force possible, but it's not just force. It's a vector. Force has a direction to it. Right? So if I have a leg drive that's pushing me up the bench like I had when I was on the barbell, that counter force is going to go way too high. I need that counter force to go straight up and down, right, against the incline path. So I'm going to get the greatest amount of force this way. If I can position my feet in a way that I'm leg driving my upper back into the bench, perpendicular to where that bar path or that dumbbell path is going to be.
I hope you guys are getting all this, and I know Jeff, you're happy as heck, right? But this is where I come back to just the principles that I believe in. Is that basic, fine-tuned little things that they don't see, and they're not paying attention. They just see the one aspect of it, and that goes with everything I talk about. And I love that you're here this week, man. I'm salivating. It's like the foot position here is a metaphor for my skin. When people see me pose and stuff, like, oh, you're big and you're muscular. Yeah, but it's the skin texture at this stage of my game at 50, it's healthy. So it's a fine-tuned little things that you're not seeing, even though you're looking right at you.
Right. So yeah, and that's the basics, right? Like we haven't done a superset, we haven't done a drop set, because it's like I've been doing this for 15 years. You've been doing it for double that, and we're still working on the basics, right? People overlook like that is the basic. The minutia is the basic. It's like a lot of people like they're trying to do like quantum physics, but they can't do 2+2. This is the 2+2.
And we'll definitely go into that later. Remind us on that one, because why did they go away from the basics that worked? The NFL players still doing the footwork. And you got people mostly in today's day and age bouncing around the gym like monkeys, just going, this is how you got to train now.
It's a whole conversation around novelty versus specificity. Everything we've done so far is very specific to each one of our like desired adaptations, each one of our goals, each one of our outcomes. Like, we're not just throwing shit at a wall and hope it sticks. We're not looking for a new stimulant. How many reps of incline barbell? I remember watching Bigger, Faster, Stronger. That was the exercise you and Chris did at the beginning. How many reps of incline barbell do you think you've done in your life?
Beyond.
Exactly.
All of them.
But and that's the skill component. Like that's something that you're practicing always. And people don't respect the skill of exercise, so they just chase novelty, shiny red ball.
Shiny. We will do their shiny red ball. Surge up top. 170s? 170s? Woo! It's like a strongman event over here. Look at that.
Let's go, guys.
Yeah, baby. That's service. Right? All right. Stop on both sides.
When the rubber hits the road, like you have to be able to simplify it, right? Like I think a lot of people get lost when they start to get technical with like the cueing aspect of lifting. Like I can sit here and break down like thoracic spine position and scapular retraction, compression, and leg drive. At the end of the day, it's like, what did he do? Heels down, chest up. That was really all he did. It was leg drive into the floor, heels down, chest up, maintain that the whole time. So it's like as complicated as we can make it. We do that knowing when the rubber hits the road, we need to make sure it's simple and attainable. So for him, watch the whole set again. All he did was keep his heels down and his chest up. You do that, that'll infinitely make your your pressing mechanics better than they already are. That's your only focus.
What you got?
What are you
baby?
throwing around?
Seven. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice job. Nice job. Woo!
What up, IG?
Too light. Save it.
Another set here, boys and girls. Our nasty chest workout. Again, for me, again, I know I'm going to keep saying this over and over throughout the whole workout. For me, it was very good English. You got the incredible speech, and I'm just fumbling over here. But for me, it was a dessert because you broke down into a much more sophisticated way than I do. The simple steps of why do we do the same exercise day in and day out, year in and year out, and you really broke that down for these guys, and I think they're going to get so much knowledge from you today. So I appreciate you showing up.
Appreciate that.